Hi there, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do just a little short, simple little card today. I hope you all had a fabulous Thanksgiving. We certainly had a great time. We ate ourselves into a stupor and had fun visiting with our son and watching football games. So I'm ready to get back into crafting now. This particular little video, I've tried this combination of card twice before, and I have failed at it each time. So I'm going to try again on camera, nothing like pressure, to see if maybe that's going to help me get it right. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to create a little insert that will be fun to add to our card, and in which you can then put something, cash, or you might be able to adjust this so that you could put a card in there, but it's not really designed for a card. It's just like a credit card, or a Visa or something like that. But it should work just fine for cash, or you'll think of something creative. So what we're going to do is, and this is single-sided paper. As I said before, I have a love-hate relationship with single-sided paper, but I'm trying to make this just a real quick little cute thing. If you're going to send out a family photo to just a select number of people, this would be a fun way to create this too, if it was a little snapshot kind of video. So enjoy the process, and then hopefully you'll think of great creative ways to use it. This is a 3.5 inch punch. We're going to just punch 4 circles, excuse me. And this thing has been around forever and ever, this kind of little item, and you may be more familiar with it than I was. And so it may not be as big a shock to you as it was to me. I'm going to use 2 of the same kinds of paper. I'm not going to worry too much about the way this pattern goes, though if I were going to make this really sophisticated, I would choose patterns that are can go either direction and save myself a lot of grief. But this is just, this is just holiday silly, so it doesn't make any difference. I'm going to, I think I'm going to first, no, I'm going to go ahead and do this first. I'm going to fold them in half, exactly half. You don't have to measure or anything like that. This is super low stress, no stress. The biggest stress is just making sure you've basically got your pattern going in the right direction, and hey, even that's not a big stress. We're going to turn this circle into a square, which is why I keep getting flummoxed by it. But I hope you all get it right while I'm on camera. If not, you'll get the gist. And then, like I say, oops, sorry, shaking the table, so that's probably shaking the video as well. Hope didn't make anybody nauseous there. Okay, so I didn't even use a bone folder. You could, but there's really no need. It's not that kind of process. I'm just going to use a green Distress Oxide on the edges, just to kind of knock back some of that white. It doesn't make any difference if you do this step or not. You're not going to see a bunch of the edges anyway. I like using these though. They're fun. And I get tired sometimes of the grungy look, although that's one of my favorite looks. I do get tired of it sometimes, and I want some more color. So we're going with green, because we've got lots of nice green going on in this holiday thing. Okay, I'm going to use a little stamp too. It's by Picket Fence Studios. I got this, I believe, from Cherry on Top, or I may have gotten it on scrapbook.com. I'm so sorry. I'll look that up and put it into the description when I get done. But it says, Santa stopped by with a question. Which flavor of coal would you like this year? And then on the inside it says, he said circle 1, and then it's black licorice, malted marshmallow, or grass jelly bean. But any kind of Christmas sentiment would be just fine. First, we're going to start by making this little thing, which is really, honestly, the hardest part. Everything else you probably already, if you're a card crafter, you probably already have things set up for the next step. But basically, what we're going to do is, let me show you how it's going to look until I mess it up with my glue. It's going to basically be this. I'm going to get it all like this first, and this. And then you're going to close in every other one. And then this will, excuse me, let me do this. This one will close in like that. This one will close in like that. Then this one will close in like this. So you end up with this little thing that opens up like a little pocket. Looking at it right here, it doesn't look like it would be hard to do, but somehow when I'm gluing it, I'm wonkifying it. So one way, I suppose, would be to make sure I've got my corner right there. That might be a good way to do it rather than trying to hold it in my hand and work it. But I will just, boy, I'll just have to try to figure this out as I go, and be patient with me. So essentially, I'm going to get my handy dandy, my Sweet Petunia glue gun, or glue pistol, I guess this is. I think what I will do is try to start this so that I have this across this edge. I hope you can see that. Let me go up further. This will be there, and this will be here. I know some people are going, why is she making this so hard? But honestly, I have no geometry part in my brain. So stuff that looks so simple to most people, somehow I just turn it into a mess. So I'm going to go there on that line. I'm going to come around here on this line. And so that should be a right angle corner. Fingers crossed. Okay. Doesn't take long for that. And I'm not worried about gluing it all over because I'll be able to add glue to it later whenever I get everything lined out properly. So this one I'm going to scooch over, put this one there. I'm going to line this puppy up here. I don't want it to disappear on me there. Let's see that. That should work, don't you think? I think it should work. So, and you can see I'm just putting a little bit of glue because it's really about place marking it right this second. And not about, and thank goodness this glue gives me a little working room because I'm going to need it. Sorry, I hope I'm not mumbling again. That was a big deal on my first video. I just kept lowering my voice and till I couldn't be heard. So I'm trying hard to stay louder. Okay, so there's that. Now here's the last one, and I'm going to shoot this one with the design going that way. So in this case, I think what I'm going to do is put just a smidge there and a smidge here, so I'm not completely lost if it doesn't work 100% perfect. On the fails, what I was able to do is just reshape them a little bit, and then, see, there I go again. I was able just to refold them just a little bit, and that helped me overcome the dilemma I was having. See, so this side, I need to pull it up a little. There's right, there's right. That looks right. If it's off a little, it sort of gets exaggerated when you get done. Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just shoot a little more glue right under here and here. So this will stay down in the middle. Okay. If these are not staying down, they seem to be staying down pretty good. Okay, so now this little cutie will fold like this and becomes a little pocket. Isn't that cute? You can see it is still wonky though. Well, better than the first one. So I guess it gets better over time. So, with all the way the paper's going, if anybody opens the card up and goes, well, that's not straight, then they don't need to be my friend. Now what you need is, this is your basic, I think this A2 is what they call this little thing. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll learn that and then I'll be able to say that with more confidence. But it's 5 5/8 by 4 3/4 if you make your own. And then I got a card size that I cut out of cardstock, and it's 5 1/4 by 4 1/8. That's the folded size. So 5 1/4 wide by 8 1/4 long. If it's this direction, okay? And then I cut 2 more little pieces of paper. I cut a 4 3/4 and a 3 3/4 in this color. And then I cut a 4 1/4 and a 3 1/4 in the white so that I can stack these up and make it look a little cuter. And so this is very straightforward. I mean, you could use tape, you could use glue, you could corner around them if you wanted to. You could, you could use chipboard for some of it so that it pops out a little more. The world is your oyster when it comes to how you want to do this. So you do you. This is just to show you the idea, and then I know you're going to just burst out with creativity doing it your own way. Now, I previously went ahead and stamped it with this little Picket Fence stamp. Santa stopped by with a question: which flavor of coal would you like this year? Oh, I love Christmas. I love getting ready for Christmas in terms of all this creative stuff. I'm terrible at gift giving. Absolutely horrendous at it. Awful. I never get it right. But I enjoy the process, so. Alrighty. So, this would be really cute with little more ups and downs, or with some cutouts on the side, or some stickers, or you can just go on and on and on. Then on the inside, he said circle 1, and I stamped it up here because we're going to affix this here. He said circle 1, black licorice, malted marshmallow, grass jelly bean. Okay, and then this little joy, we're just going to glue down. In fact, I'm going to close it up so that I can glue it down. Make sure I want it this way because I like the 'tis the season this direction. And these look like they're flying, and this one doesn't matter. So now we're just going to glue this down. And again, you could very easily use tape to do that if you wanted to. However you'd like. It'd be funny to do coal paper, of some sort, since they're doing coal on the card itself. But so that's a lot of fun. Now you have an easy, it folds up nice. It's going to go right into an envelope without any extra postage, which is so important these days. Even if you put a $20 bill in there or whatever, when they open it up, I would probably put my sentiment on the inside with the gift, whatever it was. That might hold a gift card. As I say that, that actually looks like it might. Like a little gift card from a store. But they will then be able to, you can fix it so that when they open it, they don't tear it all apart. I mean, they don't have their name all over it or anything. Their name will be on the inside. And if they want to pass this little jewel along to somebody else, they can. I'm always thinking about that, because don't you just hate it that your cards that you work so hard on can only be used one time, and then somebody throws them in the trash? And they may do that anyway, but at least you give them the option when you don't write your name or something in a place that they can't hide that it was a reused card. So anyway, that's it for today. That is my little video. None of these are fancy schmancy. This one, you know, you can just get these in Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever. This little stamp was Picket Fence, but you can get really cute stamps, and I bet you've got a million of them already. If you didn't want to do a stamp at all, you could just cut out a sentiment or sticker or anything like that. And the same on the inside, some kind of cute little sticker. It'd just be sweet as can be. So that's it. Thank you for joining me. And I hope that you recover well from overeating on Thanksgiving. And I'll try to get another video ready for us by next Wednesday. Thank you for coming.